100% accepting the intervention of Trump because Nigerian government, their hands are tied.
She's just there, we didn't get the age. Mama, we didn't have her age. This is one, she was also brutal that day. This man was also killed. This baby, she's 12 years old. And somebody will say it's not a genocide. And if they want facts family, that Remo Amokri, let him come to Plateau. I will take him to their grave to prove to him there's genocide in Nigeria. And if Nigerian government will bow down, mellow down, and accept their guilt and say, yes, there's genocide of Christians, they should not generalize it. If they say Muslims are also killed, by who? By Muslims. Why didn't the Muslim cry out? Let them cry out that their people are being killed. But they can't do it. Because they are attacking each other based on their belief in Quran. They are divided. The Muslims in Southwest, South, they are far better. They are very intelligent. They know how to worship Allah in truth. And they stand and love the Christian. They live together, but not in the north. Because of fanatical training that they receive from Iran, from Afghanistan. And they are displaying. Now they want to stop the children. They can't do it. Because they have enjoyed, the children have enjoyed looting and all that.
What I would advise President Tinubu directly should watch the movement of Shetima, his vice. And I would say he should watch Ribado, his advisor. He should weigh the advice they are giving him. I just pray for Tinubu to survive the cabals that have surrounded him. What he's doing, I know he's ignorant. And Donald Trump is not only coming for Christians. He will help our brothers Muslims. And I know many Muslims are not happy with the killing that is in the north. From their brothers, not Christian, attacking Muslim. No. We will never do that. We love them. We shield them. If they're hungry, we feed them. When Trump comes, and I don't believe he would select Christian. No. He knows the people that are problem of the nation, in which the hands of the president is tied. I know when Goodluck was about to talk, the insurgent, Buhari came out and said they are killing Muslims. It's all over the media, the papers. Ana Kashe Musulmi, that was his statement. So Boko Haram has become Muslims. So they should stop. Then they don't want this thing to stop. I have insiders that have already warned me that I should be careful with wherever I go, whatever I do, that they are banned until they see my end. They are disgracing themselves. It means they are the sponsors of this insurgent. That is what is happening. And their target is to finish the Christian so they occupy everything to the oil well. European nations, UN, United Nations, hear our cry. We are also citizens of Nigeria. Come and help us. When they came.
So he's actually one man that I feared for his life in all of this. They could target him and kill him. But his role in the last, especially in the last 5 years of these killings, have been well documented. That's why it's going to be hard for a lot of those who have become the today's advocate of we are defending Islam. No, this has nothing to do with Muslims. It's got nothing to do with Islam, except if you are a terrorist sympathizer that just needs something to, an excuse to use and say, you don't understand. No, you don't understand. You don't. And it's mostly people who are just like stupid that will tell you repeatedly that you don't understand. You don't understand what you are saying. You don't even know that. No, you don't. Those who are going to make you believe that your religion is under attack, because some criminals who are Islamists, by the way, are tarnishing your image, so you have to defend that without you knowing that you are defending terrorists as well. There's no one coming for Muslims. Muslims' lives are endangered in Nigeria. So is Christian lives are also. Here you get. So as a true Muslim who is not in support of terrorism, this should be a welcome development for you. But again, that will make, possibly it's going to make, religion meaningless. Because a lot of you, nothing makes sense to you anymore the moment your religion is mentioned. But reason now, imagine if you get killed right now brutally by these terrorists and people are busy discussing if they should call them Islamic terrorists or if they should call them just terrorists while you are there languishing, waiting for justice, right? Somebody has something to say similar to what that man said in advising Tifnumbu, that those around him continue to make him believe that negotiating with terrorists is a good idea. Allocating billions, hundreds of billions of naira in rehabilitating these terrorists without justice. Here you get, it's a good idea. They prioritize the terrorists than they even care about their victims who are in the IDP camps, refugee camps. Nigeria is not at war. Over 20 million Nigerians have been displaced by terrorists, but Nigeria is not at war. Hundreds of thousands of Nigerians have been slaughtered, while more of that have been kidnapped by these terrorists. Bodies are piling up left, right, and center. And Nigeria is not at war. You reacting to it is why there's going to be war. I'm like, hang on, no. If Nigeria is not at war right now, because you are still attending your Owambe every weekend, what is Nigeria going to look like if Nigeria is at war? Like, you are not at war right now, but every month, you lose over 1,000 lives to these terrorists every month. And that's averagely. And the ones they will report as well. Left, right, and center. And you are not at war. Now imagine if you are at war. How many people will be dying to make the world realize that Nigeria is at war? And it is it is a religious war. Whatever other things that is driving them, you will mask the real thing. That they are also killing the Muslims in this instance. Would also not kind of like take away that tag. But for Tifnumbu, he is his own enemy. Trust me.
Our leaders who are making noise in Abuja, they do a lot of things that are not reported in the media about the North. Let me tell you, even immediately, the problem that Mr. President should note, even in the North, that are not in the media at all. There is a local government in Bauchi State that is Christian dominated. They call it Tafawa Balewa local government.
Okay.
You know that under Issa Yuguda as governor, he should hear this.
Okay.
They unilaterally relocated the headquarters of local government listed in the constitution to Bununu. From Tafawa Balewa to Bununu. And the only Christian member of the House of Assembly in that place, only Christian member, a female Christian member of the House of Assembly was suspended for criticizing that illegal relocation by the State Assembly. She was suspended, and that was barely a year after the inauguration of the session of their State Assembly. They suspended her till the end of that session for 3 years.
Wow.
Do you know that what you will not read in the media was that they took the case to court, the State High Court sided with the state government against the Constitution. The State High Court.
Wow.
It was only on 30th September 2025. We will not read it in the media. 30th September 2025, barely 2.5 months ago, that the Court of Appeal in Jos quashed that decision of the High Court and the Assembly, and they cited an example in Ekiti State that no individual, no institution has the right to relocate
the headquarters
of a local government as it is listed in the Constitution.
But why did Governor Yuguda, then Governor Yuguda, why did he do that?
He did that one because that is what they do to Christian-dominated areas.
So they removed the local government headquarters from a Christian-dominated place.
To a Muslim-dominated area. So you also have state terror to fight. Our leaders who are making noise in Abuja, they do a lot of things that are not reported in the media about the North. Have we seen it in the north that it is quite impossible? Last year, I met a girl from Gwosa local government in Borno State, who obtained 277 in a U. Jam. Yes, in UTME, and was trying to obtain certificate of citizenship from liaison office of Borno State in Abuja here. And could not. They told her to go to, because she is originally from Goza, is from an IDP camp. She only managed to get that mark. Was not admitted at the University of Abuja here, I am telling you. Wow. But while trying to secure admission to read law at the University of Abuja, she went to Borno State Liaison Office in Abuja here to obtain...
She's an indigent of Borno State.
They told her to go back to Goza to obtain the certificate, but they were giving the same certificate to Muslims from Borno State in the same office before her very eyes. Wow. A police officer got there and said, this is how I have to use another Muslim person to obtain a certificate for me in this office, a serving police officer, female serving police officer that I met. So there are so many issues. Most of the children of Christians from this northern state, you see, this is a very complex issue.
It is.
Very complex issue. Most of these children of Christians from so many northern states cannot get admission to read medicine, law, or these computer science engineering courses, even if their parents, I have so many of them as friends, even if their parents are professors in certain universities. They changed one from medicine to Christian religious knowledge. Arbitrarily, these things are not in the media. We deny this reality in the media about what.
Talking about broken system. The majority of you are probably not even aware of. And they have managed to keep a certain narrative in the media that whenever anybody raises point of view on these topics, they will quickly shut you down with the shout of Islamophobia, enemy of the North, enemy of Nigeria, things that will make it more like you're just about to start something that shouldn't be discussed at all. No, don't talk about that. Systemic, sort of like a profiling in that contraption. That's why I feel so sad for some of you who somehow they have managed to be socially conditioned to hate the Igbos. The Igbos are loud. The Igbos are proud. The Igbos are this. They can, they don't have respect for this. They do, those nonsense they put in your head. If majority of you, especially those of you they called minority here, minority there, tribally you are minority here, religiously you are minority there, and when it comes to this part of northern Nigeria, the way we have seen it, there's a chance that, when it's in whether it is in the academic or whether it is in the employment or whether it is in politics, or they have ensured that there is a ceiling above some certain people because of their tribe, because of their religion in Nigeria. And it's a place that you are expected to just pretend that you are all right, you're fine. But you are not all right. You're not fine. What you have is cope. We're raised to have this cope. Just, find a way around it. That if you begin to scrutinize this contraption, this Nigeria, what you are going to discover will tell you that you have been living a lie or living a lie for so long. Not your fault. Many of us have. So suggesting that the people should have a national conversation to decide if they still want to be part of this contraption or not. So you get is where these important sort of like issues will be raised and everybody's interest will be addressed by an agreed constitution that would be yours, not written by some group of lunatics in uniform. Until that time, that will be going in circle and in circle, right? Well, let's stop by in that same day, Abuja, their National Assembly. I know a lot of them have been trying to say America should stay away, America should stay away, but not the ex-convicts or Uzor Kalu. His own is that America should come and help us, in his words.
President Donald Trump has made some remarks that have been making Nigerians unsettling in the last couple of days. Distinguished sir, as a former governor, former whip, you've been around and you are very close to former US presidents and even senators. What is your response to this and what do you think should be the way forward for Nigeria as a country?
Well, what Donald Trump said, I will also disclose myself fully. I'm pro-America. So, for anything I will say, know that it will be pro-America. Did what Donald Trump say, is it a lie? The answer is yes. It's not a lie because Donald Trump said the truth. Nigerians are being killed, whether they are Christians or Muslims. Are they not being killed? If they kill people in Plateau, they go to a church in Plateau, those they will kill are Christians. If they go to Benue, the majority of people they will kill in Benue are Christians. If they go to Zamfara, majority of people they kill in mosque there are Muslims. So these people are jihadists. These people just want to destroy Nigeria. So we should call a black name on them without any pity. They will be smoked out. Let me also tell you, the American president cannot talk anyhow. In my own little way, I have spoken to two former presidents, one Republican and one Democrat, and they all agree that they will help. I've spoken to about 6 senators, sitting senators in the U.S. Congress. So they've all said, we will help you people. But let me tell you, before President Trump says a word, mind you that the American intelligence community must have found out where these people are living. All these ones we are talking is rhetoric. And you can see Nigerian Air Force, possibly the information that have been given to them by the U.S. authorities and say they are there. And you see Nigerian Air Force in the last 3 days bombing the homes of these people. And that is what it should be. We should not pity anybody who is a terrorist. We should not. We should not. When I was governor, you remember I was governor, I formed the Bakassi. And the Bakassi was not about boyfriend and girlfriend. The Bakassi was about criminals. So if it's there, we'll smoke them away. And I can tell you, from everybody serving in this government, from President Tinubu to Vice President Shetima, everybody is committed to smoke these people away. But you people who are journalists and community people should also help the military and the people to tell us really who are the members of this sect that are doing this. No person it's also the same Americans that caused the problem. Because when you kill Gaddafi and kill Saddam Hussein, we have a problem. Because those people were maintaining their borders. Nobody was crossing there. It's after the kill of those people that light arms and big arms went wild all over the world. And we are suffering from it today. So America is the leader of the free world. And as leader of the free world, whatever that president says, he meant it. And we are working diplomatically to make sure that we put our house in order. It will be solved diplomatically because President, in fact, the report they are using to assess
President Donald Trump.
We are a poor nation. The ban coal will follow. They say firewood not for. They say we need to plant more trees. And they are not giving us money. We need to open our eyes, shine it, and tell the West. If you don't guarantee our finances and work with us to stop this, we are not going to comply with your climate change. Do it.
Kalu. Just do it. So you can actually put that into what Trump said as well, in context of what Trump said, and say they are talking about the terrorist. They say firewood, be anyway. Tell the West they don't give us money, we will not comply with Trump's threat. I wish you could see that. Anyway, so yeah, that was ex-convict Uzor Kalu. You know, made sense, then started making nonsense, then tried to make sense, and ended up with making nonsense. So yeah, he's playing safe, or should we say he's playing it safe. You know, he's got his mansions in the US for a very long time. It won't make any sense for him to get sanctioned if he started talking anyhow. And you know something? I have a ick, right? I have I don't know. I've got this thought. It's a random thought though, but it kind of like it can be applicable to this convo. Okay, so I'll tell you.